The plan was simple. 2 friends, 2 rigs, 3,000 miles round trip to Flagstaff, Arizona for Overland Expo West. But let's be real, it was never just about Expo. It was about the road and the in-between, about seeing what's out there. We had 7 days to make it from Portland, Oregon to Flagstaff, Arizona. This is Sacha with Super Pacific.
And I'm Geo Jenkins. What you're about to see is a raw documentation of what happens when 2 buds hit the open road in chase of wild pursuits.
7:49 a.m. Heading to meet up with Geo. Morning. It's got GoPro wiring problems. You lock your doors while you drive?
It automatically locks.
Yeah, right, dude. Ford ain't that smart.
We drove I-84 through the Columbia River Gorge. And boy, let me tell you, it is beautiful. The goal for today was to make it to Twin Falls, Idaho, and that's where we would try to find camp.
Day 1, Portland to Idaho. We just crossed over the Snake River. Now officially in Idaho. Gonna grab some groceries here in Boise, find a campsite for tonight, and then push into Utah tomorrow.
It's wild how fast things change. 2 months ago, I had never been to a Costco. Now it's my go-to for wiper blades, snacks, and road trip essentials.
Got a spot that's gonna be potentially up on some cliffs. Looks like we just had a harvest of some alfalfa hay. It's everywhere, all over the streets, whacking our trucks.
It's a cool place.
There's nothing like the feeling of rolling down a road you've never been down before, especially when it leads you to an absolute gem of a camp spot. Let's go. It doesn't get much better than this, you know? You hop on Onyx, say, let's just check out this little spot, and turns out to be like this. Are you kidding me? Geo's not the earliest of risers, so we're gonna check on him and see how he's doing.
I could go for 2 more hours of sleep.
Last night, we noticed that Geo's splash guard was missing, leaving his oil filter very exposed. So day 2's objective was to get a new splash guard and push right outside of Helper, Utah. This is where Evel Knievel was launched over the Snake River Canyon in a rocket. Turns out he didn't make it. Premature parachute deployment. Got away with just a couple broken bones. Still pretty crazy though.
The stretch from Twin Falls to Salt Lake City was the worst section of the trip, with a strong headwind the entire time. It felt like it took forever to get there.
Geo had a splash guard go missing.
We drove 500 miles and found another one.
Yep.
But they didn't have any connectors, so we're using some zip ties in here.
Just gonna chill out. Today was a long day. It's been well used. Haven't cleaned it. Don't judge me. This is the life I live. With our 2 longest days of driving now behind us, we were feeling the fatigue. We enjoyed a nice steak dinner and relaxed before hitting the hay. The rest of the trip involved a lot shorter drives, which we were really excited about. Next stop, Helper, Utah. Here we come.
Helper, Utah got its start in the late 1800s with a rich railroad and mining history. It's got its name for the Helper engines that would assist trains up the steep grade at Soldier Summit nearby. We stopped at Balance Rock Eatery for some tasty breakfast and one of the famous scones with honey butter.
After leaving Helper and working our way towards our next destination, we came across a couple little friends that were in need of some assistance.
Thing's not looking so good. You know, Mother Nature has a way of things, but it's disheartening to just drive away. So try to give them a little water.
Once we did what we could, we were back on the road and had no idea about the views we were about to experience. We were getting off of that trail. We got a call from the sheriff's office. Some good news. They located the sheep farmer, and they have GPS coordinates to where we left him. And I think they're going to save the little guy. So super stoked about that. He was so dang cute. Solid stream.
Yeah, dude. It happens. Loading up, dude. We had a lot of miles to put in on dirt, so we aired down for a more comfortable ride. Once we got there, it was time to set up camp, and this was the beginning of our unexpected enemy of the trip, extreme winds.
Made it to Wedge Overlook, also known as the Little Grand Canyon. Pulled up and it was just a hard thing to kind of process. Just kind of needed to look at it. This is insane. Just took a little nap. See where Geo's at. We're also going to move our trucks to face into the wind so the wind can go up and over the top. And then that way we'll actually be able to wake up with a nice little view out our side window of Wedge Overlook. I'm gonna make some dinner. I keep all of my jet boil stuff inside of here, easy access. Definitely gonna use the stand tonight so it doesn't tip over and catch something on fire. What does that say right there? Don't forget to take this guy out like I almost just did. This wind has been enough. I don't know how we're going to sleep tonight, but we will see.
Probably already saw Sasha. He's pretty stoked on it. I had some peanuts for it, and I thought I put them in my pocket, but maybe they blew away in this wind. The gator did it. 2 servings. I'm going hard tonight. This is our meal. Couldn't make the steak and beans because it was too windy.
Terrible night's sleep.
Not the best. I don't sleep well in the wind.
Really incredible place though. I just can't get over this. But we are up early. We're going to be heading to Buckhorn Wash today. Apparently it's really cool petroglyphs and whatnot. This view has been something else. Also, side note, I think it's laughable that, of course, when it's time to wake up, the wind dies down, you know? Just funny. Didn't want us to sleep in.
The views after packing up were nothing but just breathtaking. I could have sat here all day.
Dropping down into the canyon, the views were unreal. Tall rock walls, petroglyphs, even a dinosaur print. We had never seen anything like it from behind the wheel before. What are we stopping to check out right now?
There's a sign that says a dinosaur track.
Is it real? Is it fake? There's a sign. It's got to be real. Oh, that looks nice and deep right there.
It's kind of cannonball.
You'll do like a side flop. It's not that deep, but... Oh my god. That is so awkward looking. Back in Price, I bought ice cream sandwiches and I was going to surprise Geo, but as he was grabbing a drink the other night, like, you're holding out on me, so we're going to enjoy ice cream sandwiches. Fat Boys. Never had a Fat Boy before. There you go, bud. Look at caramel in there. You ready to rip?
Yeah.
Just got done with about 60 miles on dirt. Geo's got a sweet little setup here. It's got a onboard air compressor, the chuck in the back here, so we can just go to each tire, fill her up. pulled up. I almost threw in the towel and was like, we can't go in. Geo pulled up Onyx. Thanks, Onyx. Says there's a cattle gate that you just have to open and close when you pass. So that's what we're gonna do right now.
We tried to keep the spirits high, but it was dusty and windy everywhere we went.
All right, game plan has been figured out. We are getting the hell out of this spot. It's really cool, it's super beautiful, but we would not be able to sleep. It'd be ridiculous. So we're gonna go on the other side where we just were. There are some spots that should be available that are hopefully gonna protect us from the southwest wind. It took some time, but we finally found a spot that mostly sheltered us from the wind. One thing that is so nice about the X1 is how easy it is to set up and tear down, making you extremely nimble in situations where you gotta get on the move. The camp we found was like being on another planet, with crazy rock formations all around us. We made some dinner, listened to trippy desert tunes, and explored the area, without another person in sight. We're here at Hollow Mountain. Apparently, back in the day, there used to be rocks all the way out past the pumps over there. They started removing the rocks, and then they got to this big giant rock that was just solid. So there was some actual, there were some uranium miners that used to be in the area. They came in and they're like, let's just blast through it. And they've opened this store in like 1984, and literally, you just go inside, and you're inside of this rock. Thoughts? Geo?
Pretty cool. They were neon green though.
Yeah. This one's got it in his bum.
Little scorpion pop.
Okay.
Little sticker.
All right.
And some of these little dudes.
Little village in Peru. Each one of them is like unique. They all hold little crystals. There were some pretty ridiculous ones that had crystals like shoved up their butts. Pretty funny. I haven't named them yet, but found a place called Carl's Critter Garden in Hanksville. Our nemesis of the trip has returned in even stronger conditions, but we are sitting in our trucks right now trying to figure out where to go.
There's a chance that the wind might die down, so we're gonna go back to our original spot, set up, work on our computers, hang out for a little bit, and fingers crossed that the wind dies down.
These gusts are just crazy, but let's just show you the view. Like, this is why we want to be here. The view is just insane. So look at my door. Oh. Yep, that's what we're talking about here. Take a look at the view. So one thing I'm stoked about with like how I built out the back of my truck is that I can still sit in here and hang out with everything closed. So like the tent's closed completely, but I have a space that I can actually sit and like hang out in. So I got my laptop here doing some work. Gonna wait out this wind. Hopefully it passes soon. Yeah. We'll see what the evening has in store for us. Yesterday, it was really windy when we got over here to Mully Point. We got over to the campsites, almost didn't stay here on this part of the cliff, but decided to hunker down. We stayed in our trucks for about 3 hours while the wind was just blasting. As we got into the evening though, wind calmed down, got probably the best night's sleep of the whole trip, which was really awesome. The plan for today is we're gonna head over to Valley of the Gods, hopefully not run into too much wind.
We dropped down into the Valley of Gods and made a quick rip through it since it looked like it was about to rain on us. We took a side quest hike to check out more petroglyphs. After that, we got to one of the most epic campsites we had been to.
Not even on the road.
Look how dense it is. Today, we head down into Flagstaff. Incredibly thankful for the spot we got to camp for last night. Look at these two freaking idiots. Who let us do this?
What's up, Philip?
Expo West, we made it. So many cool things to check out, and it's always so good to hang with our friends in the industry. Hell, I even learned how to two-step, kind of. Now, back to the dirt roads and great times. We camped outside of Flagstaff with our good bud Marcus, and then the following morning headed towards the North Rim. Pretty good. What are we doing, Geo? All right, my truck flung a rock up and hit Geo's windshield, pretty bad crack, so we decided to stop and get it repaired. Smart move. Way to go, Geo, finding this place. We're in Tuba City. People always ask what's that thing on the back of your truck, and it's always so cool to see their reaction to it opening up and how it works.
Oh my gosh, Gabby, look at it.
Red River Glass Company. Sasha flung a little rocky up at me, watched it hit my windshield, and on our way to the North Rim, I figured why not pop over and get it fixed.
How was your experience here?
Great experience. took us in, told us how it worked, showed us a little bit of it, got to meet the owners, and it's just a cool, small, family-owned business.
We went to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, the lodge up there, super incredible.
I'm not sure if there's words to really describe the feeling you get when you first see the Grand Canyon.
Guy told us to go out to this spot. We missed the first turn, decided to keep going because Google Maps routed us a certain way. Shame on us. Went a second way, had to cross over some trees, ended up getting to a dead end where there was way too big of trees. Then got back on course and Google Maps effed us over again and took us to a dead end. So we're backtracking. The sun has gone down. We're ripping through the forest, seeing a lot of deer. It's been fun, but now we all just kind of want to camp.
We had a great camp on the North Rim and said goodbye to our friends. Our next destination was St. George to meet up with our good friends, Rachel, Colin, and the newest member of the family, Slate.
All right, what we got going here, got a little roadside, quick little wrappy situation. Bag salad on a tortilla. Give it the Jersey Mike's treatment.
All right.
That's good?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Just left the Grand Canyon, went to, what's that guy do?
We are Colin and Rachel of Rayco Design, and we are in our hometown of Southern Utah, just getting some good vibes and camping in with some homies. We have a 2014 Toyota Tundra Crew Max short bed. We got our X1 back in September, and it's almost been, I guess we're kind of almost pushing a year, but we've taken it halfway down Baja already with our 6-week-old and just loving it. I like the ability to just like huck whatever we want on the inside. I can put surfboards, snowboards, bikes on it, mount stuff to the sides, and just have everything that we'd want at home with us on the road. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys. We love you.
We love Super Pacific.
Had a really rad evening last night. We got into St. George, met up with Colin and Rachel and Slate and the pups. They brought us out to a really cool spot here on the Virgin River, which is actually what flows through Zion. Really amazing. Had a great night hanging out. Some other friends came down, Mitchell and Lauren, Josh Walker, we just met him. He came through and hung out. And then also another friend, Jake. It was super rad. Like, had everybody hanging out by the fire. What we're gonna do today is run into Costco, grab some road snacks, and then head up north towards Great Basin National Park. And yeah, it's feeling crazy, but I think we're gonna push out of Utah and start making our way back home. We made the push from St. George to Baker, Nevada. Nothing too exciting along the way. Once in town, we landed at the Stargazer Inn and Bristlecone General Store, a rad spot for a drink, a bite, and some top-notch people watching. We checked out the Lehman Caves and made a drive up to Wheeler Peak. Then it was time for Geo and me to split. I set off in search of hot springs and stumbled upon a pack of wild burros while Geo made the push back to Portland. Endless laughs, unreal views, and memories for the books. This is what wild pursuits are all about.